Thank you.
Definitely your speech
This
is
call is now being recorded.
definitely your speech is going to be very useful for our budding engineers and also those who completed their graduation. Thank you, sir, for accepting the invitation. Once again, I welcome you for our webinar. In between your busy schedule, you have accepted our invitation. Thank you so much. Now I invite Mr. Dr. Veerabhadran to introduce the guest to the participants. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I am very much honored to introduce Sri S. Sendil, our today's resource person, to the participants. Sri S. Sendil has undergone his schoolings at SKV Higher Secondary School, Kadalur, Tamil Nadu. He completed his BSc degree in physics at Pachayappa College, Chennai in 2007. Then he obtained BE degree in civil engineering from Tyagaraja College of Engineering, Madurai in the year 2010. He started his career as a management trainee at Shobha Developers Limited, Bangalore. Then he joined as site engineer at HLL Lifecare Limited, a Government of India undertaking public sector at Thrissur, Kerala. Then he has been selected as a civil engineer at Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, Thiruvananthapuram. After that, he has joined as junior engineer civil at Central Water Commission, Government of India, Bangalore in the year 2013. Then in the year 2019, he has been promoted and till now he is serving as Assistant Director Civil in National Water Academy, Pune, Maharashtra on the same organization, Central Water Commission, Government of India. Here, I want to mention few projects dealt by Engineer Sendil. He has been involved in housing and apartment projects in Bangalore and Coimbatore as management trainee at Shobha Developers. And he also involved office building project in University of Health Science at Kerala by Lifecare Limited. He has been involved in construction and maintenance works in ISRO campus, Trivandrum. He also involved in monitoring and appraisal works of irrigation and water resource projects in Karnataka. Presently, he is conducting training programs in water resources sector for government and private bodies in water sector. During his studies, he has been volunteers of many social service organizations like NCC, NSS, Scout. He has been also involved in sports and drawing competitions, and he has been won many prizes in the national and district levels. So we are very happy to have Engineer Sendil sir as our today's resource person. Now I welcome Sendil sir to present the session. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Veerabhadran sir. And a very good morning to one and all present here. And thank you for joining this webinar conducted by Dr. NGP Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. And very much thanks to Principal and Head of the Department of Civil Engineering, Dr. NPG Institute of Technology. And I special thanks to Dr. Veerabhadran, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, for organizing this program successfully. And very much thanks to all participants to participate in this program. Are you audible, student?
Yes,
hello.
Sir.
Are you able to?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, audible. Sir.
If you any disturbance or any clashes, please let me know. Okay. Shall we? Here the topic is the employment opportunity for diploma and graduate in civil engineers or civil engineering. So I have shared my experience also a little bit here, so that you students can get aware of today trend of job market. Shall we go to one by one? Okay. Okay. So before going to this webinar, this is the present scenario of this job market in India. See, nearly every year 15 million engineering graduates passed out for every year approximately. So, but if you seeking the job is very difficult. Only 12% of students for passing out in engineers are eligible to get readily employable, and 52% engineering graduates have to trained for develop their skill, and 36% of students not even trainable. So you can see this picture. Around 65% of engineering colleges are located in southern state only, in particularly in Andhra and the Telangana states. More engineering colleges are there. And 35% engineering colleges located in northern part of India. So here, the job vacancy created is very less, but available of engineer in skilled manner is very, very difficult to company to recruit the engineers. So every engineering graduate students have to develop their soft skill and also develop their personalities. Personality means I will not physical. You can develop your inner personality for taking get the job in good position in companies. So students, you can first decide after BTech civil engineering. You are I think you are final year or maybe third year students, I think so. So you can first decide, set clear goal before entering into the job. After graduation, you have to decide whether you go to government job or private sector or higher studies or become an entrepreneur. So if you decide you want to be a government employee servant, so accordingly you have to prepare from college day itself. Some people not willing to join in government sector, so they are seeking job in private sector. So those people willing to join in private sector have to prepare accordingly. So here in this whole webinar, I will majorly covered regarding government sector job and a little bit private sector. Why means in private sector, each and every company have their separate recruitment process. So we cannot standardize private recruitment process here. So, but in government sector, I can tell that is the standard process. So I can elaborately mention what is the government job opportunities around India. Okay. So, and also, if you choose the higher studies, you are a person to willing to go to research and going to lecturer or assistant professor job, you can opt for higher studies, or you can go to willing to become a scientist, you can go opt for higher studies. It's the best option. And some people have to enter into entrepreneurship, that also possible in civil engineering. Here in the whole webinar, I am not only telling civil engineering, you can also go to other job also, other sector also. That is non-technical job also. So that also I have to cover here in these further slides. Okay, we will go one by one. Okay, first students, dear students, you can decide whether you have to, you are sound in technical, you can go to technical job, that is core job, core subject oriented. If you willing to join non-technical job, that also is so many opportunities is there. So you can go to non-technical job and higher studies. Higher studies is through so many ways are there. You can clear the GATE exam. You can go to through IITs, enter into IITs and so many engineering colleges, Anna University, etc. And you can opt for foreign studies, higher studies. You can clear TOEFL, GRG, PTR test, so many entrance exam is there. And you can start your own construction also. And some, it not only in civil engineering, you can start so many construction, not in civil engineering, in other background also. So here, technical means I am telling that so many fields are there. Here I am elaborate the higher position, that is IES, Indian Engineering Services, or engineering examination conducted by Union Public Service Commission. Engineering Services Exam is shortly called as ESC. And also so many central government organization recruit the civil engineer as a scientist post. And here you come to non-technical post. Here non-technical, there are so many posts are there. That is group 1 category. That is group A, group B, group C, group D. There are 4 categories of postings available in government sector. Here this IAS, IPS, IRS, Indian Revenue Service, so many posts are there. You can appear for that post. You can appear civil services examination conducted by Union Public Service. It is conducted every year by Union Public Service. And also, so many exams conducted by railway exam, like logo pilot. You can opt for TNPC, Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission, conducting VOO exam, Group 4 exam. And so many Group 2 exam, you can clear Group 2 exam, you can get a sub-registrar post, and also bank sector is also there. So you can clearly set the goal, what I am to be became after 5 years. So you can set clear vision. Accordingly, you can start your journey. So I will start from government sector. Okay. So in government sector, there are 3 category sectors are there. That is service or department, and second one is public sector undertaking, and third one is corporation, like corporation boards. What is service and department? These government sectors are purely government. That is service-oriented department in government sector. Like if you take a Central Public Work Department, Central Water Commission, Military Engineering Services, you can go to state government, Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission, Assistant Civil Engineering, Water Resource Department, Public Works Department, Highways Department. These are all covered in services-oriented departments. And come to public sector undertaking, shortly called as PSU. The public sector undertaking is, what they're telling is, central government owned companies or Tamil Nadu government owned companies. For example, if you take Indian Oil Corporation, GAIL India Limited, and Hindustan Petroleum Corporation, Steel Authority of India, and Neyveli Lignite Corporation, NLC, shortly called as NLC. And so many public sector undertaking companies are working under central government. These companies are not purely government. It is like a private sector, but these companies are governed by central government only, not private companies. So if you get this job in PSU, you can get more salary compared to this service department. For example, if you join in public sector company in Indian Oil Corporation or ONGC and Neyveli Lignite Corporation, your starting salary itself during training period itself, you can get approximately 90,000, around 1 lakh. But if you start your service oriented job, not like that much salary they will given. But only difference between the service sector and public sector is this public sector undertaking can anytime be converted to private sector. Government, if you decide to convert the PSU to private sector, it is possible. Recently, the BSNL also, that BSNL is one of the public sector undertaking company governed by central government. The government is going to convert this BSNL to convert it to private sector. And presently, the government also trying to convert so many public sector companies to private sector. So nowadays, getting job in central government is very, very difficult, very difficult things. And also some of small departments are under central government or state government also. That is called as corporation or board. For example, if you take Tamil Nadu government, Tamil Nadu Electricity Board, these are all under the control of Tamil Nadu government, but these are board called as board. And also Central Warehouse Corporation, that also recruiting civil engineers, assistant engineer post in every year. So many departments are in central government. You can see this notification recruitment process in every year, in every week also in employment news paper, and also in so many, nowadays you can get so many details from website, Google. So you go to government sector. I already told that there are 2 divisions are that is core and technical, and administrative service, that is non-technical. If you come to core technical, that is I am already told, you can opt for Union Public Service Commission examination is there, one option. Second option, in state government, Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission or respective state government conducting engineering services exam, that is called as combined engineering services examination. You can clear that exam, you become an assistant engineer. And if you clear the Union Public Service Commission exam, you can become assistant executive engineer. Your starting salary itself 80,000 around. And also, if you come to this administrative side, you can become more powerful post like Indian Administrative Service, IAS, IPS, Indian Foreign Services. So many opportunities are there. If you decide for a civil services exam like IAS, IPS, you can start preparation now itself. And in core technical and in government sector also, so many divisions are there. You can go to, if you want to interested in research and development, you can get the job in scientist postings in India. So you can get your career in research and development. And some of the companies like Central Public Work Department, so many private ISRO, and so many departments are there. You can go to execution of engineering. That is, you can execute the projects, apartment, buildings, dam construction, so many projects are there. So that is called execution of engineering projects. And some of the services are there, executive cum administrative services. That is engineering cum administrative services. You can become the engineer, at the same time you can be administrative. So for this job, you can clear the engineering services exam. If you clear the engineering services exam, you become an assistant executive engineer and also posted in railway services, military engineering services, defense sector, water sector, highway sector, border road organization. So many organizations are there. You can become engineer as well as the administrator. So we can see one by one. So in technical job, I already told UPSC and Staff Selection Commission exam. There are so many entries there. That is Union Public Service Commission. These are all central government exam. What is the role of UPSC? UPSC conducting every year engineering service examination and recruit the Group A post. I will tell one by one what is the Group A, Group B, and Group C post. So for Group A post, you have to clear engineering services exam, which is one of the toughest exam in India, like civil services exam. Once you clear the UPSC engineering services exam, you become a Group A cadre post. You get the Group A cadre post. So that Group A post is assigned by President of India. That appointment orders come from President of India. All Group A post, gazetted posts are in India is a direct control of President of India. So if you clear the prestigious this engineering service exam, you became an engineering service, that is IAS officers. So those people preparing for a GATE exam also appear for this UPSC engineering services exam. Nowadays, what happened? This Union Public Service examination is cleared by mostly northern side people only. That is North Belt, Rajasthan, Bihar, UP candidate only. In Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, people are very, very, very less, very, very meager. 1 or 2 people only cleared this exam. So I am personally insist our students to appear this exam. Our people have to clear this exam and come to this engineering services exam. And also, nowadays, that most popular exam, that is Staff Selection Commission exam. Those who are willing to become a junior engineer, you can appear for this Staff Selection Commission exam. Once you clear this Staff Selection Commission exam, you become a junior engineer post in central government. Central government like departments, Central Public Work Department, Military Engineering Services, National NTRT, and Border Road Organization, and so many departments are there. These are under the, these are called Group B post, non-gazetted post. So you can join as the JE or technical. Some organization taking the diploma candidate, civil engineering in diploma students as a technical assistant post. So these posts also very good post. Your starting salary itself nearly around 40 to 50,000 in starting itself. And also you come to state government. Those who are able to or willing to working in inside Tamil Nadu or a respective state, that students can appear for combined engineering services exam conducted by state government, and also Tamil Nadu government conducting separate exam for Tamil Nadu Electricity Board, and also some respective Chennai Corporation and Slum Clearance Board, Housing Board also conducting separate exam for assistant engineer recruitment process. Okay, so people can choose this state government exam TNPC and clear this exam and become an assistant engineer, junior engineer, JDO post in respective state governments. And also some of the central government, this UPSC conducting exam for departments. Some of these departments, Central Public Work Department, Railway Department, Defense Sector, and so many departments. Apart from UPSC, some of the central government organization, that is Indian Space Research Organization, Defense organization, Defense Research Organization, that is called as a DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, and the Bureau of Indian Standard, we can call it as BIS, and so many R&D organization conducting their respective own examination. ISRO conducting every year their own examination, recruiting civil engineers, but that civil engineering vacancies are less, very, very less, 1 or 3 vacancies recruiting by ISRO under DRDO, but that also Group A post equivalent to engineering services post, and salary also same. So people can decide first of all what you to be became. So accordingly you can choose. If you want willing to work in all over India, a transferable job, that is central government job, you can opt for this UPSC Staff Searching Commission. If you are willing to work inside the Tamil Nadu government only, you can go to TNPC, you can appear TNPSC, Tamil Nadu Electricity Board, etc. Or some of the departments, I am telling, no, ISRO, the DRDO, if you get a job in this organization, the transfer is very, very less. You can get Tamil Nadu also, and working in Tamil Nadu itself for up to retirement also. It's possible in some of the central governments. So candidate have to clearly set the goal. Accordingly, you can start your journey. So I already told some of the research organization, that is ISRO, DRDO, Bureau of Indian Standard, and the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. I already aware about this CSRI, and the CSRI also recruiting people for PhD, MTech in civil engineering specialization students every year. And apart from this, National Institute of Oceanography, National Institute of Ocean Technology, Indira Gandhi Atomic Research Center, Baba Atomic Research Center, these are all under control of the Department of Atomic Energy. Those who are willing to work in Department of Atomic Energy like Kalpakkam and Baba Atomic Research in Mumbai, in that field, you can appear for this exam. For in Baba Atomic Research and the Department of Atomic Energy, some of the public sector company also is there. Uranium Corporation of India, Nuclear Power Corporation of India. In that, the salary is very, very much higher. You can get to so many facilities, accommodation, every facilities, medical facilities, everything is there. And you can, some of the departments are there. Central Water Power Research Station, Pune, Central Soil and the Material Research Station in New Delhi. These are under central government departments only for research and development. You can get scientists to post in this organization, and these recruitments are through UPSC only. So UPSC conducting every year some examination or direct interview for these posts for Central CWPRS, Central Soil and Material Research Station. In that advertisement is come in Employment News only. So for this post, they asking the peculiar qualifications. Some of the experience they might be asked for 3 years experience in R&D sector, apprenticeship job. Some of the experience they asking in UPSC, asked by UPSC. So those candidates willing to join this organization, you can opt for this. And some of the departments are Indian Meteorological Department. You are aware about the Indian Meteorological Department, and the National Institute of Hydrology located in Roorkee, near IIT Roorkee campus. So these organizations recruiting sometimes scientists post for civil engineering. Not only BTech, they will mostly prefer for MTech specialization in meteorology, GIS in that type of remote sensing, that engineers. And also some of the IITs like IIT Madras, Delhi, and NITs, and some of the Indian Institute of Physics. So many institutions, national level, prestigious institutions recruiting engineers for some of the projects. So people can aware about these research organization and frequently see the website and also apply for the vacant post accordingly. And here come to public sector undertaking companies. So I already told NLC, Goal India Limited, these and all called as Navaratna company. There are so many different category of public sector undertaking companies are in India. That is Navaratna company, Miniratna company, Scheduled A companies. So accordingly, the salary will be different. If you join the Navaratna companies, your salary will be very peak. Your starting salary itself 1 lakh, more than 1 lakh. I am telling during training period itself, they will give 80,000, 90,000 itself. NLC, Coal India Limited, Indian Oil Corporation, like that. Some of the companies like BHEL, BEL, They are all coming mini Ratna companies like that category. HLL Lifefair Limited, Hindustan Aeronautical Laboratory. So many organizations are there. And the National Thermal Power Corporation, National Hydropower Corporation. I already told Uranium Corporation of India, Damodar Valley Corporation. These and all are also central government companies only. You can join based on that recruitment process. So, sorry. Nowadays, these all public sector companies are recruiting the engineers through GATE exam only. 5 years back or 10 years back, these NLC, IOCL conducting their respective own examination for conducting the engineering graduate. So for nowadays, presently, all public sector companies are recruiting that candidate through GATE exam. So once you clear the GATE, you can apply for multiple companies at one stage. So directly they called for an interview based on their GATE score and recruiting the engineering graduates. And apart from this, some of the railway companies are there, railway public sector undertaking, not pure railway engineering services. These and all RITES, IRCON Limited, Container Corporation of India, Railtel Limited, BEML, MECON. These and all public sector companies under the railway department. You can join these companies. Very good opportunities and is there. And also DFCC, Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation of India, and the Metro Rail jobs. These and all are also coming under the railway department, and the salary also very ample to you. So accordingly, you can join. Apart from this, so many public sector undertakings, Shipyard Corporation of India Limited, and so many port companies that is located in Cochin, Kerala, also recruited engineering graduate as an assistant manager post. So you can set the clear goal. You can become the scientist or you become a manager post. So accordingly, you can try for those jobs. So come to private sector. Private sector, I am not dealing much here, but I am briefly telling some of the important companies only. So many private sectors are there, and salary also vary accordingly. Due to this pandemic situation like Corona and COVID situation, all private sector jobs are very down. In foreign countries also, so many Gulf countries also, getting the job is very, very difficult. And here some of the standard companies I am telling, you can try these companies where very good growth is there. But only thing, these companies, you have to work hard accordingly. Accordingly, you can get promotion and everything, get benefits. So L&T, ECC division, as you are aware, regarding L&T is a brand name. L&T ECC division recruiting final year engineering students and also experienced engineers in every year. You can see their website and send your resume. Accordingly, you can get the job for diploma and engineering graduate also. And another company, Sapurchi and Palanji Limited, Mumbai-based company, also recruiting engineers. Gammon India Limited, Tata Groups. Tata Groups, there are so many, 2-3 companies, is that TCL and steel plant construction, so many groups are there. And the Shobha Developers Limited, which I was worked past 8 years before. And Reliance Infrastructure. In Reliance Infrastructure, you can work under oil sector, oil industries also, and building sector also. And Vedanta Group Limited also is there. So many. These L&T, Sapurji, Balanji, etc. are, you can work as a costing engineer, planning engineer, site engineer, quality engineer. All jobs are related to execution part, planning and execution, costing part only. And the L&T, there are some of the divisions are there, that is a design sector. You come to design sector. Some of the private companies providing design sector. You first of all think you can join the execution part or design part. If you want to go to design part, you can learn some software, StatPro, ETABS, and so many softwares are came today. So you can develop your skill in that part. You can easily get this design sector job in L&T, Technip India Limited in Chennai-based company, Fiston Consulting Engineer, and so many private companies are there. These 3 companies are, my friends are working in some of these companies. That's why I mentioned here. So you can search, so many companies are there, and also so small companies are there. Don't hesitate to join the small companies initially. Whatever salary, you can join and learn your experience in that. 1 or 2, 3 years worked in that company itself and get the experience, and accordingly you can try further jobs in L&T, Shoba developers, and big companies. First of all, don't if you get the job in L&T or like that companies, equivalent companies, very good. If not get also, don't upset. You can try for so many small companies is there. You can aware about it. You can try and join and gain the experience, and accordingly you can try for further. So I will tell regarding, I already told there are so many posts in Government of India, that is Group A, Group B, Group C post. Here I am telling about the Group A post. In Group A post, I am telling about the central government basis, not Tamil Nadu government basis. I will tell one by one what is Group A and Group C post. Okay. In Group A, there are two categories is there. That is All India Services, Central Services. For example, one people can clear the civil services exam, that is Indian civil services exam, that is became an IAS officer, IPS officer, and Indian forest services. So those people are called as All India Services people. Why they called as All India Services people? The IAS officer or IPS officer and the Indian forest IFS officer can work both in central government or under the state government. So that services are called as All India Services. Their power is enormous, very big power. And the IAS people can working so many departments they can work. They can able to transfer so many departments. They can work water sector, they can work urban development, they can work as a collector, they can work as a secretary, they work as so many departments. That opportunity only is for IAS candidate only. If you come to IPS is peculiar post. You can work only in police services only. Those who are interested in IPS, you can opt for IPS services. Nowadays, civil services exam, the application itself, they are asking whether you want to become IAS or IPS. In the application itself, you have to mention your preferences IAS, IPS. Earlier days, actually, based on that mark, they will select IAS, IPS. Of course, IPS have some physical, this one is standard is there, height and weight is there. So in IAS, there is no, that physical standard is there, but power is more or less equal. But both are respective, different fields, different field, but the powerful post. And the third category is Indian Forest Services. These IAS, IPS, Civil Services and Indian Forest Services, the preliminary exam conducted by UPSC is common. Once you cleared, if you became a Forest Services officer, you cleared the preliminary exam, and you can write the separate exam for Indian Forest Services. For in this IAS, IPS, there is only common exam for main exam for both IAS, IPS. So not only IAS, IPS, based on your rank, the service will be nearly approximately 24 to 25 category of vacant post is there. That is Indian Revenue Services, Indian Postal Services, Indian Railway Services. These posts are coming under the category of Central Government Group A services. That is Central Services. These posts, both posts are coming under Group A post, but these three posts are called as All India Services. But balance rest of the posts are called as Central Services. In Central Services, there are two categories I have mentioned. You can joining the Central Services two way. That is, one is you can appear for Civil Services exam. If you prepare for Civil Services exam, you can go, your career will be in non-technical administration cadre only. That is Income Tax Department, that is Indian Revenue Service, IRS, Indian Postal Service. Of course, Indian Railway Service, there is two category posts are that, technical, non-technical. If you cleared engineering services, you can join as the Indian Railway Service engineer. You can clear civil services, you can join Indian Railway Services, but that is non-technical post, that is administrative post. So you can select your choice, but salary and the perk, everything is equivalent only. And also scientist post conducted by so many organizations, that also Group A post apart from UPSC. So accordingly, you can decide your career. If you choose, if your goal is IAS and IPS officer, accordingly you can join some of the coaching center or self-study itself. Nowadays competition is very heavy, so joining some of the best coaching center for this IAS, IPS is very must, I think so. So here I am mentioning the entry level of salary of Group A post. I am mentioning only the service department, not public sector. Public sector salary is more than this, nearly 1 lakh or more than 1 lakh. I am telling, if you clear the engineering services or this one, IAS, your starting salary will be approximately 84 to 95,000 approximately. This is called level 10 category. And of course, this salary is given in sub-collector post, that is deputy collector in Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission. That is a group 1 post. If you get group 1 post in Tamil Nadu government, this salary is approximately this one only. And also recently, teachers recruitment board, TRB exam, lecturer post in Polytechnic College also, the salary will be like this only. Of course, there is a variation in central government and state government salary, because the housing rent allowance given by state government is very, very less. So salary will be vary in central and state government. But that post and equivalent rank is same. For example, lecturer post in TRB and group 1 post in deputy collector, both are same category only. That is group 1 category only. That group 1 category is equal to group A post. So people can just, I will briefly given the salary detail. This is dearness allowance, HRA, traveling allowance. So now the salary is increased by central government. This is old salary. It's okay. So coming to GATE exam. So people can not willing to joining in engineering services. They can opt for higher studies. So people must apply for GATE exam and get good score. You can go to either higher studies or job. Nowadays, I already told the public sector company under the central government or so many, some of the department recruiting engineers through GATE exam only. So get the GATE score is very, very, very must. See, through GATE exam, 90% of public sector undertaking companies like Indian Oil Corporation, Naval Lignite Corporations are recruiting through this exam only. Now, if you clear the GATE exam with a good score, you can go to public sector companies without any separate entrance examination. You can directly appear for interview and get the job. And 8% of companies like nowadays a Bureau of Indian Standard, you can studying civil engineering in the IS code. IS code you aware, no? IS code is prepared by Indian Bureau of Indian Standard. Hallmark, everything is prepared by Indian Bureau of Indian Standard. Recently, one advertisement came, Bureau of Indian Standard recruiting through GATE exam only. If you have the GATE score, you can apply for some of the government sectors. Nowadays, DRDO also recruiting through GATE exam only. So in future, so many exams cut shorted by government, and candidate can recruit through GATE exam only. So people can prepare for GATE exam in second or third year itself. And some of the private companies also opt for GATE exam also. Some of these few meager private companies also nowadays are getting through GATE exams. And some of the, apart from this job, some of the institution like IITs, NITs recruiting civil engineers in their project. So, you know, you are aware about some of the engineering colleges doing consultancy work in their respective department. For example, civil engineering department conducting some of the consultancy work for other agencies. So for that peculiar project, they are recruiting project associate post. In IIT, so many research working is going on. IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, so many IITs are there. In that respective ocean engineering department, water engineering department, environmental department, they have some project works, consultancy works. For that, they are recruiting temporarily some of the students for that their projects. For that, they are recruiting the candidate through GATE exam only, GATE score. If you get a small, for example, 80%, 70% GATE score also enough to join that project associate post. And not only MTech, you can opt for a Master of Science, MS course in IIT. Some of the people not aware about the MS course. If you not get in MTech in IITs, you can join MS course conducted by IITs. In that, you cannot get much score in GATE. You can medium score also enough to join in IITs as MS PhD work. So for all these category, GATE exam is very, very must. So people can, I suggest personally, all should clear the GATE exam with good marks. That will be useful for higher studies, job, and anything. That is 2-in-1, 3-in-1 also. So here I am telling about the MTech program in civil engineering field. As you are aware about the common subject like environmental engineering, geotechnical engineering as your co-curriculum activities. Apart from this, some of the new courses are that geoinformatics and I will tell infrastructure management. Some of the courses is there. This geoinformatics and remote sensing engineering field is very growing field. Future may very demand for this engineering, geoinformatics engineering. Some of the research organization like ISRO, NRSC in Hyderabad, that NRSC, Indian Institute of Remote Sensing and Technology, these and all coming under the category of Department of Space, Indian Space Research Organization, National Remote Sensing Center in Hyderabad. So they are recruiting MTech geoinformatic candidate, remote sensing people, or water resource, MTech and water resource people in the field of GIS at remote sensing. They are recruiting scientists to post for that category. So people can opt for environmental engineering. Some of the central government post recruiting environmental engineers also. And also you can opt for a lecture post or professor post, assistant professor post, teaching post in so many organization or institution. And this GATE score conducted by IITs not only used in India. Some of the foreign universities also taken their students for their higher studies through GATE score. Some of the companies, National University of Singapore, these are best universities. Ranking is 12th all over the world. The ranking is 12th. The GATE score recorded 90%. You can get more, 90 or more. You can get a seat in National University of Singapore. And Nanyang Technology, NTU, shortly called as NTU. That also rank is 13. You can get studies in Singapore. And some of the Germany, you can go to Germany for higher studies through GATE exam. The Technical University of Germany, and some of the universities recruiting, taken their higher studies through GATE exam only. So people, and I told already, L&T ECC division have some of the examination conducted, one examination called as Build India Scholarship Examination. This examination conducted by L&T in every year. So final year students is eligible, final year civil and electrical students are eligible to appear for this exam. The minimum qualification is 7 GPA out of 10. If you are percentage, 70% or more is eligible to write that exam. There is two screening tests, that is written test and interview. If once clear the written test and interview conducted by L&T combined with IIT, you can get seat in IIT Madras or either IIT Madras or either Delhi or NIT Trichy or Surathkal. You can study the MTech Construction Technology and Management course. This course, I given the website here. You can note at that website. All further details available in that website. So candidate can selected through this exam. They get free seat in IIT Madras. All are sponsored by L&T company only. Once you completed the MTech course, they give the post of assistant manager in their company itself. And you know, L&T is one of the mini government. I am telling mini government, but work nature is very hectic only. But your growth is very good, and you can learn more things in L&T. So this is a good opportunity for those who are willing to joining L&T like a private company like that. And one thing I will pinpoint here. Some of my friends working in Shobha Developers Limited. I am working as initially start my career in Shobha Developers Limited in Bangalore and Coimbatore. And laterally I joined this government sector. Some of my friends worked as a assistant manager post in Shobha Developers Limited, worked as either 5 to 6 years. And after that, they get job in USA, Australia, like that only. So people, you can joining any Indian company in a very good brand company or any related prestigious company. You can work for 4 to 5 years in construction field or planning field or any field. After that, you can try for, if you are willing to go to foreign countries, you can get the job in foreign country also, like Australia, USA, Canada, etc. So this is very important. And already I told this MTech program is sponsored by L&T. Likewise, Baba Atomic Research Center is conducting. This office is located in Mumbai, Maharashtra. This is one of the prestigious organization. Under this only, Indira Gandhi Kalpakam Kudamkulam project in near that Thoothukudi, Kanyakumari, Tirunelveli district. Every department of atomic energy is coming under the Baba Atomic Research only. So this institution organizing 2 programs in every year through GATE exam or conducting separate exam also. Those who are appearing GATE exam and got good score can apply for this MTech program conducted by Bhabha Atomic Research. Or if you get score is very less, don't worry. Bhabha Atomic Research conducting separate exam for that candidate also. You can go get the score in that exam also. That exam standard also more or less equal to GATE exam also. This L&T exam also is equivalent to GATE exam. This exam also equivalent to GATE exam only. So people can prepare for GATE exam is multiple choice for appearing for various examination. This 1 year program, there are two programs are there. There is 1 year program and 2 year programs. This 1 year program is called as orientation course for engineering graduate. That is called as postgraduate diploma. This course is conducted in Homi Bhabha Atomic Research Center, Mumbai itself. That is Homi Bhabha Atomic Research University is one of the university directly control of Department of Atomic Energy. They're conducting 1 year course. If you pass the 1 year course, you can join as a scientific officer in atomic research as a Group A gazetted post. And also some candidate can able to, after this 1 year course, they can study the further 1 year and get the degree from IITs and NITs all over India as MTech program, 2 years course. That is called as a 2 years for DAEFC course, called as DFSC course. So you can study the various engineering field, not only civil engineering branch field, that is nuclear hydrology. You can aware about the water resource hydrology department. You can study here nuclear hydrology, earthquake engineering, structural engineering, in peculiarly in they're constructing so many power plant, nuclear power plant projects. For that construction, they are having they have to recruit structural engineers and applied mechanics, and so many courses are there. These courses are, you can study accommodation, everything is free. You can study with the sponsorship of Government of India, and you can get a job also. After completing this course, you can get job also, a permanent job in government sector. So people can use this opportunity and see the website of Bhabha Atomic Research and see this course name program, and accordingly you can prepare. And I told some of the other field of, you can not only go to civil engineering, you can become an aeronautical engineer in IITs. You can, that qualification is BTech civil engineering. You can clear the GATE exam and go to study in aeronautical engineering, structures and design, in particularly specific course for rocket. You can design the structure and the design of rocket structures. This course is a specific course conducted in Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, Thiruvananthapuram. So people can interested in space technology. Don't worry, you can go to clear the GATE and join this course in IIST. This Indian Institute of Space and Technology is the Asia's first university of space university in India. That's all over Asia, not only in India, all over the Asia. Previously, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is the vice chancellor for this institution. Now another person is a chancellor. So this is one of the prestigious institution like IIT. So people can join earth science, earth system science also, astronomy, astrophysics, geoinformatics, remote sensing. This geoinformatics and remote sensing is conducted by Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, Dehradun. That is, Dehradun is nearly in Uttarakhand, nearly Delhi and UP states. People can get studies in specifically remote sensing GIS course in IIRSA, shortly called as Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, and IIT Roorkee. Geomatics course cover the survey also, and remote sensing also, combinedly called as geoinformatics. They clubbed that course and shortly called as geomatics. This also good opportunities, and you can study naval architect and ocean engineering, offshore structure. Nowadays offshore structure, MTech in offshore structure, coastal management is very demanding course, and dam engineering, and presently some of the IIT Madras, IISc Bangalore conducting dam engineering and rehabilitation courses also introducing. So many options for civil engineering graduates. So people can join in any field, any you can interested, not only in structural and geotechnical. You can get some other field also. So here I will elaborate the engineering services courses conducted by UPSC. There are three screening tests are there. That is preliminary, main exam, interview. UPSC conducting engineering services exam every year. You can appear for preliminary exam. The preliminary exam have majority two papers. That is general studies and technical. You can clear both general studies and technical. You can select for main exam. In main exam only they will descriptive type questions. They will ask only descriptive type questions. If you only core subject only. If you clear the descriptive type also, then you have to appear for interview. If you interview, they will ask the technical personality test. If you clear these three tests, you can become the IAS officer. That is IAS officer is not pronunciation. IAS is the Indian Economic Service, but commonly people telling Indian Engineering Service. That is the wrong word. Engineering Service Examination is the correct word. So people can join as the Indian Railway Services Officer, Central Group A Water Resource Officer. So many sectors is there. These are these sectors coming under civil engineering categories. So people in electrical department, mechanical department also appear for this examination. For civil engineering category, these posts are there. You can get job in Indian Railway Services, Indian Railway Store Services, Central Engineering Services called as CPWD, Indian Ordnance Factory. That is our defense. They have the ballistic tank and so many procurement happened. So for that, you can selected for this post. UPSC selected engineers for this post. Central Road Services, that is you can work as the National Highway Authority of India and Survey of India and assistant AWE post in Border Road Organization. This Border Road Organization engineering service is only located in border services only. Those who get job in the Border Road Organization, they posted only in border area. They cannot able to come inside the India. So people, they get low mark, they can select it for Border Road Organization. Then mostly people not prefer this post. Mostly North Indian people, they are natives in, near to Border Road Organization have to prefer this post. And Indian Defense Services India and the assistant executive engineer, quantity survey and quality survey in military engineer services. People get those who get job in Indian Ordnance Factory, military engineer services are coming under the Department of Defense. So you can get the so many benefits of defense. Though those people getting in the military people, whatever benefits getting by military people, and all you can also get that benefits. And the Central Water Engineering Services. Presently, I am working in this field only, water sector only. I am coming through Staff Selection Commission. So my field is water engineering services only. Presently, recent update, these engineering railway services, they can conducting separate exam through UPSC. Previously, the UPSC conducting Indian railway services, etc. in one exam. Now, presently, that engineering railway services conducting separate exam for Group A post. So this is a recent update. So previously, I told about regarding only technical part only. Here I am telling again that all India services. Here the civil engineering exam, civil services exam conducted by UPSC. I already told these Indian administrative services, Indian police services, Indian forest services are all India services. That is called as AAS. And balance I told no, Indian foreign services, Indian postal PNT services, account services, Indian audit services, revenue services, Indian ordnance factory services. Here see, here also Indian ordnance factory services are there. Here also Indian ordnance factory services are there. Both are same. This is coming administrative gather. This is technical gather. So this Indian administrative services post, you can reach up to cabinet secretary, chief secretary level also. And another one thing is there, you can keep it in mind. Those who cleared this IAS exam or this civil services exam at the age of below 25, that is 23 or 24, you can be up to the retirement age, you can reach higher post like DIG or cabinet secretary, or in engineering services, you can reach up to secretary chairman level. if you clear the exam in late, for example, at the age of 30, 31, you can reach the level of up to chief engineer post in the Group A post. Because if you have more age, you can promotion will be, you can serve more in more services, you can get promotion also. And also another one thing, you can get good rank. That also important. Where seniority and age, these two factors play the major role for reaching the higher post. So you can get good rank also, and also at the same time you can age also very less, you can reach higher post. That is the very important factor in these services. And the continuation of civil services, I already told. Civil accountant service, civil Indian Railway services, postal services, Indian defense services, trade services, so many categories are there. These and our posters are coming under the Group A post, and apart from Group A post, Group B posters are also there in UPSC. That is Pondicherry Civil Services. That is called Group B gazetted post. Because Pondicherry is the union territory, and the Delhi, Andaman, Nicobar are also the union territory. Generally, people get the lowest mark, get these posts, but nothing difference is there. That also administrative service. You can work as the collector in Chennai. You can work as a collector in Pondicherry. That is a difference. But your powers are limited to Pondicherry itself. You cannot never transfer to any other state. Only your post will be in Pondicherry. That is the difference between that post. So previously I talked about the Group A post. Now I talked about the Staff Selection Commission. That is, I selected that post. So many departments are there. That is, I already told, border road organization. In that border organization also there. That is JE post. That is only male candidate only able to apply for this border road, because that areas are very difficult to work, and you have to work in the very snowfall region and desert region and terraced area. So these posts are very hectic, and the work also very hectic. So that climatic condition, only male candidate able to apply for this post. And Central Water Commission, presently I am working this Central Water Commission only. In Central Water Commission, 2 people can apply. That is civil engineering people also can apply. Mechanical stream also can apply. So minimum eligibility is diploma and civil engineering. What is the difference between diploma and civil engineering? Both are applying for same post and get the benefits of same. Only difference is, if you completed your graduate and apply for this post, your promotion will be little good. If you are diploma candidate and clear this exam, your promotion will be little suppressed. So if you diploma candidate also, if you diploma candidate also can appear for this staff selection commission exam and clear this exam. If you get the job, initial salary itself nearly 46 to 50,000. That is a good package. Nowadays job market not even nobody given that even 10,000 to 12,000 also. One of my friends working in 10,000, 12,000 also still there. So 50,000 in central government is very initial stage is very good. So people can appear for this staff selection commission exam. Those who preparing for UPSC also appearing this exam also, that is good. Once you get get job in staff selection commission, you can further prepare for engineering service also. That is also a good option. So CPWD, I already told, junior engineer, electrical, CPW, the civil, defense sector, naval sector, National Technical Research Organization. This is the new organization. They also recruiting junior engineer through staff selection commission SSC exam. And government, that is our present government, planning to ban this staff selection commission exam, railway exam, and RRB exam. And I forgot to do one thing. RRB exam, Railway Recruitment Board also conducting for a separate exam for engineers. That is junior engineer, senior section engineer, and so many technical, non-technical posts regarding Group B and Group C post. And the Group A post is only selected by Union Public Service Commission, and the rest of posts, that is senior section engineer, as a junior engineer in a permanent way, bridge, and construction in railway sector is recruited by Railway Recruitment Board. And so many railway recruitment boards are there. RRB Chennai, RRB Bangalore, so many boards are. You can apply whatever you can willing to apply. So presently, this is present scenario. But the government in future, maybe 2020-22, government is clubbed all these exam. They conducting only common exam, National Recruitment Agency. This exam, this National Recruitment Agency conducting preliminary exam for all the exam. For you can score. This score is useful to get job in bank sector and railway sector, railway job, and various other job like GATE score. Government is planning to conducting National Recruitment Agency, National Recruitment Test, Common Eligibility Test. So that Common Eligibility Test is syllabus is same. So technical people can first clear that this paper and further appear for technical paper. For non-technical people, for example, ticket collector post, logo pilot post, and so many various to clerk post and banking sector. So they can only clear this common eligibility test is sufficient. So that score is useful to apply for various job. So people can aware about this awareness about this exam. So 2022 can expect this common eligibility test. So this Staff Selection Commission, Indian Banking Service exam, IBBS exam, and RRBB exam going to be banned. So apart from IITs, you can people aware about the IITs, and apart from IITs, I already told regarding under the Indian Space Research Organization have their own institution, IIS Thiruvananthapuram, the spelling mistake, Trivandrum, and the Indian School of Mines, Dhanbad. In Indian School of Mines, you can, that is now recently converted to IIT Dhanbad. Here you can study the so many courses related to mining engineering, mining part, mining survey, and oil, geophysics, like that. So that course is very much useful for recruiting in NLC mining sector companies. And I already told Indian Institute of Remote Sensing, that also prestigious institution. You can study the MTech course, postgraduate diploma in Dehradun. That also direct the control of Indian ISRO, the prestigious space research space organization of India. So this is here we can see the opportunities in Indian Army, that is called uniformed service. So various, there is humble opportunities and various opportunities available in Indian military services. So I will elaborate the what are the opportunity for engineering graduates in the military services. In military service also there are two categories. One is technical, non-technical. You can work either as an engineer, as a non-technical, as a lieutenant, colonel, brigadier, general, major, so many posts. That is non-technical post. And also technical post, you can work as a civil engineer, naval architect engineer, and so many fields are there. So accordingly, both the ranks are equal and salary also equal. You can select so many category. And also, you have the NCC C certificate. You can pass the NCC C certificate. You can directly appear for service selection board. Every year, military engineering service, military conducting one of the defense conducting one of the recruitment exam, service selection board. Those who are having the NCC C certificate directly appear for service selection board examination without written test. So you can directly join as the lieutenant, sub-lieutenant post. This sub-lieutenant post is equal to IAS post, IAS post. The salary also same. In defense, you can so many perks are there, so many accommodation, and you can get gorgeries, everything in free manner, flight charges free, everything. So many benefits are there. So here, so many posts you can join in entry level. You can join as the lieutenant, and further post you can join as a captain, major, lieutenant, colonel, brigadier, major, general. Up to you can reach up to general. So I already told there are major university entry scheme is there. In university entry scheme, the age limit is 18 to 24 years. Those who are third year students, third years to pre-final year students can apply for this post. If you clear this university entry scheme examination that is conducted by defense, and every year they will release the notification in employment news. You can see and apply accordingly. You can clear this exam. You can select it as a lieutenant post. This is non-technical post. You can select it as a lieutenant post. So again, another one course, technical graduate course. In this course is peculiarly for engineering students. In this category, all BA, BSc engineering candidate can to competitive. Here, the only engineering category and only civil, electrical, mechanical, electronics and communication people can apply for this course. This course is only for up to for engineering graduates. And another course, short service commission. If you are willing to willing to working 15 to 15 years, minimum you have to working 15 years. That is short service commission. After 15 years of service, you can retire from that service, or you can also able to continue. This is called short service commission. After you get the retirement, after the 15 years, you can get all the benefits of defense or military post. So those who can short service commission, generally woman candidate can prefer for this post. Only 15 years service, you can wind up your take VRS from the military services. Here also, you can engineering graduates are able to apply. And also here I already told NCC special, men's and women can also apply for NCC special entry. Graduate with the A or B grade in NCC, in C certificate. In C certificate, you can get A or B grade, you can apply for this post. So all these posts, the entry post is lieutenant category only. Lieutenant category is two category, only is engineering category and non-technical category. You can select any category and join it accordingly. Baki balance post, balance courses are up to +2 level, National Defense Academy, that is +2. This also +2 level. After +2, you can take the engineering course. And Indian Military Academy conducting non-technical post. Any graduate can apply for this Indian Military Academy. And also in Chennai Officer Training Academy is there, that also non-technical post. You can get training from Officer Training Academy after your BTech graduates. So I already told for your comparison, I approximately given the level of entry level. I only mentioning about the Group A category, not Group B, Group C category post. I only telling about the engineering services, IES, IAS category only. If you clear the engineering services exam conducted by Union Public Service Commission, your entry level post is Assistant Executive Engineer. In Army, that is called as Lieutenant. I told no, this is Lieutenant post. That is equivalent to Assistant Executive Engineer. In this one IAS, you can clear the IAS, you can join as the subdivisional magistrate or under secretary. If you, I already told IAS people can posted anywhere in India. Only one thing is they will posted as a sub-collector in district. Some of the district under the any state government, for example, Odisha, Karnataka, Kerala. If they are posted in central government, for example, they will posted in my water sector, Ministry of Jal Shakti, Ministry of Road, Ministry of Power Transportation, everything, etc. They will posted as a under secretary or assistant secretary. So many categories is there. The IAS people join as a subdivisional magistrate and after 1 to 4 years of service, they will become a assistant district magistrate. That is equivalent to deputy secretary. That rank is equal to executive engineer. And also in UPSC also, after 4 to 5 years of service, you become promoted and become an executive engineer. And after that, after assistant district magistrate, they will become a collector post. They will own the whole district as a district magistrate. That post is equal to superintending engineer. You can aware about the state government also. That post is there. Assistant engineer, assistant executive engineer, AWE executive engineer, superintendent engineer. And one thing is there, in state government service and the central government service, what is the difference is one rank is below. Always state government service is one rank below the central services. So I will tell in my department, in Central Water Commission, present I am working that department. Joining as joining as assistant executive engineer and promoted as executive engineer within the 4 to 5 years. And after 8 years of service, they will become the superintending engineer. After 9 to 12 years of service, superintending engineer became the chief engineer. After the chief engineer rank is equivalent to joint secretary level. That is the highest rank. Most of the people retired as a chief engineer only. If you have the age and seniority in good rank and seniority, you can become the member. This post is equivalent to additional secretary. After additional secretary, you become chairman. This is the highest post in engineering services exam. you become the maximum up to you can reach chairman. Chairman is equivalent to secretary level. This post is, I can give the example. For example, if you take the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, present secretary, chairman is Dr. K. Sivan. Sivan is the most chairman post. That post you can reach in engineering services examination. And easily I can tell some of the for your convenience. You can take the police department. I will tell easily elaborate our rank. These constable, senior constable, head constable, you know. These posts are called Group C and Group D post. That is clerk, peon, MTS posters are elected in central services. These posts are coming under this category: constable, peon post, head constable, clerk post. That is senior constable, lower division clerk, head constable under UDC. You tell is under division clerk, like that. You come to JE, junior engineer. This junior engineer post is equivalent to sub inspector post, and assistant engineer post. And you aware about the assistant engineer in state government? No, that post is equivalent to inspector post. And come to DSP. In state government, Tamil Nadu government conducting one exam, that is called Group 1 exam. If you clear the Group 1 exam, you become the deputy collector and DSP. That post is coming under DSP post. And also you can clear the IAS, IPS. And IPS, those who are cleared the IPS, they will join as the Deputy Superintendent Engineering of Police, DSP. This is called Assistant Executive Engineer. Once you clear the IAS exam, you become this, your rank start from the AWE. And after AW, Executive Engineer, EE post, this is called Assistant Superintending Engineer. And further, this post is equal to Executive Engineer. And Superintending Engineer post is equal to Superintending Engineer of Police. And Chief Engineer post is equal to Senior Superintending Engineer. And Senior Superintending Engineer, after that you can reach Additional Secretary post. This is called Member post. This post is called as Deputy DIG post, Deputy Inspector General. After Deputy Inspector General, you become the Chairman. This post is called IG. This post is equal to Chairman post. Normally in government sector, you can reach up to Chairman level. For all India service, people can reach up to DAG level. Presently, you can aware about Chailendra Babu sir is become the DAG. That is called this post. That is, here is mentioned as additional deputy DAG. The both rank are equivalent, more or less equivalent only. You can reach this post. This is the simple classification of our post. Technical. I compared our technical designation with non-technical post. So apart from this army, there is one service is called as Territorial Army. For this Territorial Army, your eligibility is any job. You can work as a private sector, you can work as government sector, or you can have the gainful employment. The minimum qualification is gainful employment. You have become the gainful employed. So you can write this exam every year. Territorial Army conducting one exam. That exam, you can clear that exam. The age is 18 to 42 years. You can work as a part-time army job. Your rank will be Group A gazetted rank. You can work as a part-time, yearly, monthly, yearly, 1 month, 2 month, the training camp will be conducted by paramilitary. You can, during the training period, you can get that salary, Group A salary. After the training period, you can work your own organization or own designation, etc. But during that period, you can become the officer. You can get all the benefits of military engineering. The engineering graduate also can apply. Non-technical graduate can apply. So you can aware about this. You can search in Google search Territorial Army. This is part-time army. So apart from this, so many research organizations, those people are willing to study MTech, PhD program can PhD or even BTech candidate also can able to join Indian Space Research Organization, Bureau of Indian Standard, Indian Meteorological Department, IITM, Indian Institute of Tropical and Meteorology in Pune, Ocean Technology, NIG BARC, Department of Atomic Energy, CSIR, etc. You can become the scientist post. So I highlighted some of the exam, IELTS exam, TOEFL exam, PTE exam. This exam already you aware about this GRG exam. These exams are entry pass for the studies in Australia, USA, US, UK, etc. You can search and aware about this exam for higher studies in foreign countries. And all apart from this, technical, non-technicals, the third dimension is that is called management studies. If you begin the management, you can opt for MBA program. Here I listed out some of the IIM, that is top 25 IIMs in India, all over India. You can get the MBA program in these institutions, very, very prestigious one, and get the job in very easy manner, and your value will be increasing. But normally, even MBA program is conducted through correspondence also. There is no value, nothing value is there. Just you can mention your name in marriage invitation, that's all. There is nothing use is there for that MBA program. Of course, some of the private company working people getting MBA for their progressing of career, that is their separate dimension. Once you get the job, after getting the job and getting the additional qualification, that is a separate reason. For freshers or presently studying students, taking the MBA program in IIMs and following these institutions is very good career for in global market. Not only in India, they have the demand in foreign countries also. So just aware about these MBA studies also. And those people willing to joining in banking sector, this is banking sector, peculiarly for banking job. Some of these specialist post created in banks, SBI Bank, Indian Bank, so many banks, Indian Bank and Bank of India, and so many private and government banks are recruiting civil engineers for valuation of buildings, etc. For post. That post is conducted by every year by banking sector. You can regularly watching the banking job, you can get the post. That post is for only for civil engineering only. And also, as usual, non-technical post is there, clerk post is there, assistant manager post is there. For assistant manager post, you can clear the IBBS exam, tier 1, tier 2, so many etc. exam is there. And also any graduate can apply for clerk post also. So apart from this, Reserve Bank of India, this is a head of all the banks. So Reserve Bank of India also recruiting site engineer, construction engineer for maintenance of their office and construction of their office, establishment of their office in so many field, in both the technical also, the non-technical category also. Reserve Bank of one of the prestigious bank, you can try for that also. And this is for peculiarly for telling about the diploma candidates. So diploma students can appear for junior engineer post in both central and state government. Nowadays, I already told public sector companies, they are recruiting every year more than 600, 700 people only for diploma candidate only, not BTech candidate. Some of the post in Indian Space Research Organization, that is ISRO, Baba Atomic Research, Kalpakam, IGAR Kalpakam, only the recruiting diploma. In that post, BTech engineering candidate cannot be able to apply also, even apply also. But the BTech plus engineering candidate can apply for that post. But after +2, BTech candidate cannot be able to apply for that post. That post is only specifically mentioned for a diploma candidate. So diploma candidate can apply for a public sector company. The starting salary itself is 50,000 to 60,000. Imagine for a diploma candidate, your starting salary itself 50, 60. Even BTech, MTech graduate cannot be able to imagine that salary. And also the diploma candidate, some of the students join in government sector. So they can opt also able to study that AMI, Associate Membership in Institute of Engineers. On courses there, you can clear the paper A, paper B, some of the courses is there. You can clear that course. You can get the AMI certificate. That AMI certificate is equivalent to BE, BTech certificate. You can apply for further jobs eligibility of BTech. So that AMI, the diploma candidate who cannot able to studies higher studies in colleges, poor background, those people can write this exam. Self-study itself sufficient. So those who clear this AMI exam, they are equivalent to BTech graduate. They can appear for GATE exam also. They can, after completing AME studies, they can appear GATE exam and get the MTech also. One of my director in my organization also completing diploma, AMI, and clear and AMI and clear the GATE exam and clear the UPSC also. So he is working in as a director in my organization. So that is one thing. So diploma candidates are so many job opportunities in central and state government also. So diploma civil students are aware about this. And apart from permanent job, some of the temporary job is there. I already told some of the IITs recruit temporary post for project assistant, project associate post for consultancy projects, and junior research fellowship for those who are willing to join junior research fellowship for PhD. GATE score is must. And some of the net exam is there for lectureship. Net exam also is there for engineering graduate. That is common. That is not civil engineering. That is common subject. And some of the temporary job is there. Previously, I am working in ISRO as a temporary contract job only. That is, you can work everything as a permanent job, scientist job, but your designation is engineer civil, and your salary is fixed. That is, you can get 25,000 salary, means every month you can get 25,000 salary only, but you can earn the experience in government sector. And some of the ISRO, DRDO are giving apprenticeship for every year. In the apprenticeship, you cannot get much amount, nearly 5,000 a month they given, but that is one of the training you can get. The training will be added as a experience. You can use the training as a further future career also. So you can, some of the, my suggestion is you can, people can learn AutoCAD, StatPro, finite element analysis software. So many softwares are there for structural basis or construction pages. Primavera, ArcGIS software for GIS field. So many software are there. So people can learn the software. That is added your cron, and you can get more job in public sector, private sector also. Okay, you can see regularly my suggestion watching the employment newspaper. Nowadays, so many websites are providing job notification, etc. But employment news is a standard thing. Getting notification regarding government jobs in particularly central government, even state government also. So this is the website for employment news. You can buy the paper through hard copy or soft copy also is there. You can get so many career opportunity. Okay, this is final slides. You have to dream before your dream can come true, as Dr. Kalamji told. These are my some of the snaps, memorable moments with Dr. Kalam during working in ISRO. And this is present chairman of ISRO, Dr. K. Sivan. This is, as usual, you know, Dr. Mailswamy Annadurai, project director of Mars mission. This is India's first IPS officer, Dr. Kiran Pedi, Lieutenant Governor General of this one. I am a hobby of painting competition. So through painting, I meet these personalities, great personalities in my lifetime. So thank you very much. Thank you, friends. Any queries, means kindly make me this one. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your wonderful and informative presentation, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Participants, you have any query, you can put in the chat box, or you can unmute your mic. You can ask to the resource person.
Sir, what about GATE score, sir?
GATE score is regarding if you get more than 90-95% is very good. You can get seats in IITs. If you get around 90%, that GATE score is vary based on the competitive nature. That GATE score will be vary every year, and that cutoff will be vary every year based on the competitiveness and seats in IIT and NITs. So accordingly, you can get. If you more than 90%, 95%, that is good enough. Hello. Any other questions?
Sir, is syllabus same for all exams, sir, government jobs?
Good question. Actually, the syllabus for GATE exam is different, and UPSC is different. I forgot to tell you about this. Compared to GATE exam, UPSC exam is little easier for descriptive type of questions. That is very easier. In UPSC engineering service, the questions are more or less direct questions only. In GATE, the questions will be little tricky in nature. But that also easy, but the questions will be slightly tricky in nature. In engineering service, the questions will be in direct nature. So syllabus will be vary based on the recruitment process. You can see the website. Hello.
Sir, one more question in chat box, sir.
Yeah.
Any opportunities in NASA?
Okay.
Could you provide any information, sir?
Presently, if you get the NASA, there is you have to get higher studies. You have to get higher studies in foreign universities. That is better. Or you can work in the area of remote sensing and GIS. Some disturbance is there. Some disturbance is there. Some have to mute. Actually, if you cannot directly get into NASA. If you normally civil engineering recruited in ISRO is only for their supporting staff only, not they are doing any research job in that. So those who are joined ISRO as a scientist in construction maintenance division, there is nothing hope for in NASA. Only they are equivalent to assistant engineer, executive engineer only. Those who are in research field in ISRO, for you can completed your graduate MTech in geomatics, remote sensing. Then you can make research, publish some papers, and you can make higher studies in foreign universities. Then you can try for NASA. That is good.
Sir, me studying in 4th year, sir. What are the softwares I need to learn, sir?
So you can first decide. You can you are in executive. If you are design part, you can ready StatPro. StatPro is there. You can are interested in water sector. You can learn ArcGIS. AutoCAD is basic software. Whatever software you can learn, that is extra qualification. There is no restriction for learning the software. Learning, there is no restriction. You can learn as much as possible. Yeah. Further questions?
Hello. So may I ask a question if you allow?
Yeah.
Sir, is there any job opportunities after 30 or 35 years of age?
Okay.
And the second question is that if any person has done graduation from AMIE, can that person be a building valuer?
I think building valuer, there is separate courses there. I think so many institution conducting valuer postgraduate diploma course, I think so. If you clear that valuer course, I think some licensed parties there in respective state government. I am not much aware about that one. If you clear that course and you can get that license, you can become the valuer. And you can ask a question about regarding age relaxation. Normally that UPSC exam, I am telling the central government exam, UPSC exam conducting maximum age limit is 30 years. For those who are working in the central government, departmental candidate, the age relaxation is up to 35 years. For SC/ST candidate, the age relaxation is up to 35 years. OBC candidate, non-criminal year, the age restriction is 33 years. Normally, state government is, for example, Tamil Nadu government or respective Karnataka, Orissa, whatever, state government having their age limit for their own. For example, recently, Tamil Nadu TRB, Teacher Recruitment Board, there is no age limit. That is up to 57 years you can apply for the teaching post. Baki, that is balance post regarding assistant engineer, the age limit is maximum 33 or 30, I think so. If a teaching post, there is no age limit. Some of the post, scientist post, there is no age limit. The age limit up to 40 years, but you have experience in that particular field. For example, you can experience 10 years, 5 years experience in that research field or construction field, the age limit is there. For freshers, the age limit is maximum 30 years. For experienced candidate, the age limit is up to their based on their requirement. the age limit is up to 50 years also. But you have to experience in that 10 to 12 years. They might ask experience in that design field, construction field, execution field, like that.
Ji, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, some participants are asking for your mail ID, sir. Can you
Okay,
provide
mail ID I will provide in my this one group
chat box? Sir.
chat box. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, PPT also shared.
Okay, I will share it. No issue. I will give this PPT to Dr. Veerapatran sir, so you can he will share with you.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Sir, can we have the recording link?
You can ask the organizer regarding this.
We will send it. No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
Sir, which type of work in ISRO or DRDO?
Actually, in ISRO, there are two kinds of work is there. For example, in ISRO conducting every year scientist post for BTech candidate. For construction and maintenance division, in advertisement itself, they will mention construction and maintenance division. In that, you can select it means you can maintain the building, construction, maintenance, and the execution. You can not working. You are the supporting staff. Hello, some disturbances happen. You can mute. Hello. Yeah. You can work as the scientist engineer in that execution part only. For example, mechanical or electronics communication candidate selected in the ISRO as a scientist, they are purely working in the rocket science. They will develop the rocket. They will satellite directly dealing the rocket. But in civil engineering construction, there is nothing. You cannot direct link with this rocket science. You can just CPWD work only. Whatever you can maintain the building, construction, road, supporting. In scientist room is there. Scientist room, buildings, quarters, colonies. You can build the building accordingly. And the second part, you can specialization in MTech remote sensing. Then you can go to pure technical part or remote sensing in NRSC and Indian Institute of Remote Sensing in Dehradun. They will recruit a civil engineer plus MTech geoinformatics or remote sensing, MTech and water resource and hydrology specialization with the GIS. They can work in the satellite image, satellite developing image, like that only. So that is purely technical. You can dealing with directly with the remote satellite images. Apart from this, you can normally work as a CPWD, assistant engineer, assistant executive engineer post in ISRO also. There is nothing you cannot directly deal with the rockets. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, participants, for your wonderful and fruitful discussion session.
Still now I have a question,
If the
sir.
participants have.
Yeah.
You ask, sir.
Can we believe Vastu Shastra, sir? Vastu.
Vastu Shastra is some of the scientific term. So science is there. If you can see the scientific point of view, that is also good. So people normally, poor peoples in village sites, they not understand the science. So earlier ancient days, that peoples create that Vastu as a divine thing. So that also on a scientific this one only. So you can believe also. That is no issue on all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Any more questions? Okay, I think, sir, there are no questions.
Yeah.
Participants, if you have any further queries, you can contact coordinates mail ID or source mail ID. Within the scope, we will ready to clarify your doubts. Now we came to the end of the session. Madam, shall we conclude? Sir, shall we conclude, sir? Sendil, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
1 minute, sir. I will propose the vote of thanks, then we will conclude.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Now we came to the end of the session. I deem it a great honor to propose the vote of thanks for this memorable occasion. On behalf of the Department of Civil Engineering, Dr. NGP Institute of Technology, I thank our resource person, Engineer S. Sendil sir, Assistant Director, National Water Academy, Government of India, Pune, for gracing this occasion with his presence and sharing his valuable knowledge. Sir, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I hope this is really a wonderful session and informative session, sir. To the especially for the aspirants of government jobs and top companies, and also GATE aspirants. So it is a very much informative and useful session, sir. Thank you for your efforts, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
sir.
much. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
And we are forever grateful to our chairman, Dr. Nalaji Palniswamy, and Secretary, Dr. Taumani Palniswamy, for their guidance and support in all our efforts. I wholeheartedly thanks our principal, Dr. C. Vivekanandan sir, for his encouragement and support in conducting this event. I extend my heartfelt thanks to our head of the department, Dr. P. Muthupriya madam, for her continuous support and guidance in organizing this webinar. I would like to thank all the faculty members for their contribution and valuable suggestions. I express my special thanks to Mr. Vignesh Kumar, my colleague. Thank you, Vignesh. I thank all the participants present here for their cooperation in making this event a grand success. Once again, I thank one and all who are involved in this event. Thank you all. Thank you very much. So participants, fill your feedback and certificates will be sent to you. So it will be active for half an hour more. So within that you can fill. Thank you, Sendil sir. Now we can close the meeting, sir. Thank you, sir.